Oh, back with another quick settings guide. This time it's Fallout. First thing I'd recommend you doing is downloading this tool. I will put it in the description. This is a tweaker just to give yourself some extra options. There's not that many things you need to tweak here. I've disabled the intro video, all the little special videos. I'm sure you've seen them. You can delete them files to save yourself a bit of space. The main thing I need this for is the Vsync. So Vsync I use, which is on pretty much all NVIDIA cards. If you've got it, then I would advise you enabling it. Also, I'd advise you limiting your FPS to whatever your screen is, because this game will go way over, and it actually goes. The speed of time passing in the game actually goes off the FPS. If you didn't know that, so if you're doing lockpicking, when it goes into there, it will go up to 300 FPS, which is like 100 times faster than it should be. So it's very difficult. Yeah, if you want to download Riva Tuner, that's the one I use. It's just down here. As you can see, limiting FPS, and just minimize that there. I have disabled motion blur in this, but if I disable this and depth of field, it does crash out sometimes for no reason. Well, other than that. I don't think there's much else in here. You can adapt your field of view, third person, ads, whatever. Let's see, you can do distances, gameplay, see which ones I've disabled in here. It's been a long time since I looked at these. That's about it really, but let's go to the meat of the guide, which is in here. So obviously, as usual, I'm running at 4K. TAA is very advisable. So the main things I'm saving on here is shadow distance, which is on medium. God rays are the most demanding thing in this. They can make it seem like it's unoptimized. It's basically creating light shafts. Like if you go buy some trees, it's gonna split all the light coming down on you into many light shafts, which causes drops, obviously. There isn't really a huge difference between the settings in here, because it's pretty much the same effect. So motion blur is off, obviously. I mentioned depth of field, I couldn't get rid of that. Weapon debris, I'm here and there on that. It does seem to draw on performance a bit, so that's another thing you could sacrifice, definitely. So let's have a look at this. You can see which ones I've went with. The draw distance in this game is actually pretty incredible. Like, things will be going on way off in the distance, like just on your edge of sight, and you can still see them. But this is the settings I went for. Object detail down to medium, I'd recommend. This one's on high. You could set up a medium there, but basically all the rest that I've got an ultra here, you could put them down to high if you've got a lower end rig. And let's get to the gameplay, which I pressed play on the wrong thing. It's probably starting anyway. So yeah, with games like this, where you can like pause time and do a bit of stealth, obviously the target is 30 FPS, but I usually run about 10 FPS above that. It can spike to 60 depending on where you are. So I'm loading up Sanctuary, which is one of the most demanding areas I have, because I've filled it to the brim almost. I have made modifications since my Sanctuary video, if you want to go check that out. But I guess you get a good idea. So loading up, as you can see, 40 FPS. So for all these NPCs and all my couriers, scrappling. What's scrappling? Scraping for a way out. No, they're not that bad today. They've sorted themselves out. So one of the areas that really pushes in this, because I've got like loads of light coming through the roofs.
I'm always glad to see the sun come up one more time.
Can you see the effect there? That's the god rays going through. The light shafts.
Access to grind.
I don't know why they call them god rays and light shafts. I'm pretty sure they're very much the same effect. You can see that going through there. Got all these armors. So yeah, it never dips below 30. And it's some of the most demanding scenes actually push down to 35, as you can see. But yeah, generally, performance is great.
This day today.
So let's just run through.
Mama Murphy's as good as her word.
Let's go over the top.
No more cams.
A
No
little bit
more
over the
sight.
top. I've been playing this game again a little bit. I've just done the Far Harbor DLC. Well, most of it. There is one thing I forgot to mention. Watch out for when your head gets crippled, because I have glitched out and I accidentally saved it and I didn't know where it was. But if you have a look at my special, -1 perception makes things a heck of a lot more difficult for me. So I've actually had to turn the difficulty down a bit in Far Harbor, that is. Back down to hard. I had it on very hard. But yeah, hopefully this should be enough. I'm gonna run over to the rocket garage. Red Rocket.
Easy living. This ain't.
I'm level 71 now. It's a bit ridiculous. I haven't done that much around here, to be honest. Thought I'd done more. And let's run over to the farm, and then that should be enough for a whole video. Just to give you an idea of performance. As I say, I wouldn't be too obsessed with 60 FPS. Unless you're planning on never using VATs and sneaking and stuff like that. If you're just a brawler, then maybe you want that 60.
For the odd noises I'm currently emitting, a consequence of being mechanical in nature.
But yeah, this game is very impressive visually. I mean, when it's lit, it's impressive visually. Sometimes it gets a bit dank in the dark. There is another glitch, my torch, which oversaturates over time. I don't know if you can see it. Watch it not even do it. It gets too bright. Of course it doesn't do it when I when I try to show it. Maybe it's not when it's maybe they fixed it. Typical.
Yes.
Typical.
Yes.
I show it after they fixed it. But yeah, anyway, I do hope that it has helped you. If there's anything that I missed out, I'm sure I will put it in the description. If you want to check out my Sanctuary video where I explain a bit about how I built it and stuff like that. Oh, the hiccup there. But yeah, that's it for today, and bye-bye.